foster care system in Los Angeles County handles upwards of 20,000 young people a year before they are what they call emancipated. At age 18, they're told, "You're on your own now, kids. Good luck."
What's up, Roy? Hey. How's it going?
Good.
Good to see you again.
You too. Yeah.
I gotta go drive around the block.
We're going to pick up George White for this day of interviews at KPCC. 2 panel discussions about foster care, the state of foster care in LA County.
Good. You look good.
Thank you.
You ready for today?
Yeah.
Roy, George.
Nice.
Roy's intern to Guardian Scholars Program. Over at LACC.
I eventually want to open up my own production company.
I'm Pat Morrison. Thousands of children go through the foster care system in Los Angeles County every year. It's the fate of those children and what happens to them in and out of foster care that we're talking about. George White, what changes would you want to make in the system, and what do you think is working?
Well, the first change I would really want to make in this system is let's take numbers out of it. Let's not make it a numbers and dollars thing. When you look at it, when the system takes on a child, they say, okay, your biological parent is not fit to take care of you. We're going to take care of you. So it's one of those things where we have to look at foster children as just children and say, they're here. They're going to be part of the future. They're not going to be, foster adults. They're not going to be. They're not going to be in their own category when they age out of the system.
What are we doing as a society? I mean, we're looking at children still as a liability. I mean, I would really quickly argue that George White is a huge asset. And he's an asset because he did have some stability.
Today was a good day. I went out with Eitan and Daniel to experience how they operate for a day.
We have a really good system here in Los Angeles and in California.
Is it really? I think that's a revelation for a lot of people listening to this.
That's because blood and sex sells and sad stories sell. Let's look at it. 50% are graduating high school.
Yep.
Wow. Let's look at that. Where are they going? How can we make them go farther? And that's what, I want to talk about at some point, our Guardian Scholars Program. We're getting them at LA City College all of a sudden because we're saying, hey, we have these supports.
Operate for a day.
Outlook on the media out there in Maryland.
KPCC 83.9.
I love it.
I learned a lot of things, even how to operate.
Fortuitously, I met the wonderful 2 gentlemen, Daniel and Eitan, from FMC at this wonderful event at USC, and had this weird thought to allow them to use the interns that we have and to allow these interns to get exposure into advocacy and changing the story and the narrative about former and current foster youth in LA County and more specifically, in the nation.
Well, my role is to gather an outlook on the scope of the media out there in Maryland and their views on foster care.
I graduated from Aviva High School. I'm going to LACC now. I'm finishing my last year. I'm going to transfer to Cal State Northridge to get my double major in sociology and deaf studies.
First of all, I think you should all be driving Priuses. I have 2 former foster youth now in my office that I'm teaching how to write grants. Yeah, and I'm paying them. I mean, this is what we should be doing, is creating the opportunities that biological families create for their youth, right? Hey, David, I work with this woman. She has this interesting project. She's looking for some volunteer. Go meet her.
Right.
And that's what we should be doing. That's what you're doing. So I think it's phenomenal.
Pardon me. Yeah. You could take a picture of us, please? Got scared.
Yeah. I didn't know if I was walking into a private affair.
No. We just had lunch with our batch of interns that make up 3/4 of the A team to help us research our next media market, which will be Maryland. And I'm very excited, clearly, that we have a bunch of different young people helping us out, that they're all former foster youth, and that this kind of dream of building a movement start somewhere, and there was a nucleus, and the nucleus has grown into something bigger. So thanks to LACC, and up in Northern California, thanks to Stewart Foundation for also providing SOCOM, who is going to be a great asset too. So it's a good day.